It's a story of one network TV president's desire to be the #1 network in television, and a shocking indictment of the glorification of violence in televised sports. We saw the thought-provoking No Holds Barred, so you know what that means. We're gonna have a good time, celebrate some failure, not just be a hater, cause you know you wonder how did this remain? Let's wallow in the mediocrity of subpar art. Perhaps we'll find the answer to the question, how did this get made? Hello, people of Earth! And hello, people of Los Angeles! We are live at Largo, our home in Los Angeles, to do a very important live show. It is a night of Hulkamania here as we get into one of the classics of the Hulk Hogan canon. But before we go any further, let me introduce my two co-hosts. Please welcome Jason Mantzoukas. And June Diane Raphael. Wow. We have a very special guest here tonight, the amazingly talented, very funny Tom Lennon.
Ooh, I like that you get an office chair. No, I don't like this.
We are stepping it up.
I don't like the status of this.
Tom is 4 feet higher than everyone else.
Why did we give Tom a high status chair?
Jokes. He's doing visual jokes.
On an audio podcast.
Visual jokes for the podcast.
Guys, the year was 1989. And Hulk Hogan was the star of a feature big-budget movie. This is an amazing movie.
This movie boggled my mind. Like, straight out of the gate, I did not know what was happening. And at the end of the movie, I did not care. I could talk about this movie all night long.
I watched it. Thank you so much. And not only I had to buy this movie to watch it.
You're welcome.
So I used my Amazon Prime membership to own this forever.
And just so you know, Tom, we bought it twice.
Yes.
So we've spent quite a bit of money on it.
Have you guys ever seen some of those Mapplethorpe pictures where it's two like glistening cocks that hang? And you walk up and you're like, is this just two giant glistening cocks that are hanging an inch away from each other? That's exactly what this movie is.
I felt like
veiny and throbbing.
I felt like
veiny and throbbing.
Everyone is veiny and throbby in this movie.
No, there is no line that is not growled.
I was saying that this must be a first that the lead actor in a film, his first sounds for the first 5 minutes are all just grunts and growls.
No, not just the lead actor. I would say most of the actors in this movie have nothing to do but
Not to shoot my load, ladies and gentlemen, Tiny Lister says two things.
This blew my mind. You just told me this backstage.
He's on the box doing this. But he says, the things he says in the entire, the movie's like 4.5, 5 hours long?
Yeah, at least.
By the way, I genuinely wish it was.
I never wanted it to end because it kept on getting crazier.
Yep.
Tiny Lister, as the main villains, this is everything he says in the entire film.
First line is one word.
First line is...
Yes.
Great opening line.
You're right.
I don't know what you just said.
Yep, he said his own name, Zeus.
He says Zeus.
Oh, okay.
And then the next thing he says, like in Act 3, when they're like, hey, should the main villain say anything? He says, Zeus, don't guess.
Yep. I know. Yeah, those are his only spoken lines.
But here is the thing. I didn't realize that until Tom said it. That's how good of an actor he is.
Great.
He carried the movie on grunts and growls. I'd like to see Brad Pitt do that.
Did anyone understand? The eyebrows were drawn on. with pencil.
Okay, I have a question.
Tiny Lister's right
Were those
eyebrow.
eyebrows?
Tiny Lister's right eyebrow is drawn on just to make things a million times crazier.
One of them is like it. You know what his eyebrows are? His eyebrows are legitimately a check mark. Because one is half an eyebrow, it connects to the other one, full eyebrow. There's a check mark on this gentleman's head.
But here's the thing. It would have been a choice if they had taken half of his eyebrows and shaved them off. Like, if they had shaved off a half an eyebrow. That's a choice.
Yep.
But the choice you wouldn't expect at all.
No.
Is to draw on half an eyebrow.
Sure.
To pencil it in.
Yeah. And that is a creative hair and makeup artist.
Choice.
There is somebody who's willing to say, let's make a statement with this.
It's because Joan Severance was hogging the makeup chair.
This movie.
Like, are you guys done with Joan?
We
gotta get Tiny in here, guys. Come on, you guys.
This movie, just to give you guys an idea, if you have not seen it, Hulk Hogan is.
If you haven't seen it, go fuck yourself. Like, I don't
stop what you're doing.
good.
If you're listening to this, stop what you're doing. Your life will only get better.
There are a lot of movies we do on the podcast that it's like, you know what? You don't have to have watched this, or we took the bullet for you. Stop everything. Leave the theater right now.
I feel like it is like The Room in the sense that I could watch this again and be thoroughly entertained.
It makes The Room look like the Magnificent Ambersons.
Yes, the much better Orson Welles movie than Citizen Kane.
Yeah. I didn't go crazy.
Yeah, I get it.
I didn't say so. Yeah.
Well, let's just say that the movie opens up with this image, which is just Jesse Ventura wearing a Cleopatra wig. Go here, just take that. That's where we're starting. Jesse Ventura
and
commentating.
Mean Gene.
With Mean Gene.
And they are Jesse and Mean Gene.
Yes.
This is where it starts off real confusing.
It starts with the Cleopatra thing, and I'm like, oh, wait, isn't that Hulk Hogan? Oh, fuck.
Oh, no.
But they elected this man governor. That's the other thing. When I saw this, I was like, wow. We elected this man governor. Not we, but
did we?
No, Minnesota.
We all moved to Minnesota for that.
Yeah.
But that is crazy. That is a crazy thing. The Hulk Hogan just made sex tapes. This guy.
At this point, whenever I see Jesse Ventura or whenever I hear him on Howard Stern or anything, all I picture is James Adomian. It is only Adomian's Jesse Ventura that comes through.
So basically, the Hulk is.
He plays the character. Can anyone for $1 million? Why do they not call his character Hulk Hogan?
Yeah.
And
why the fuck they give him this fucking made up name?
It must have been a legal thing.
I think the reason is why is because his name is owned by the WWF.
Who produced the film?
But this was produced by the WWF.
It's produced by them.
It also
made it
right.
But you can tell he's having trouble remembering his name.
I couldn't figure that out.
Rip.
It made no sense.
Oh, that's me.
Well,
because Jesse is Jesse.
Say Hulk and then say Rip, and then we'll cut out the Hulk part.
Mean Gene is Mean Gene.
We just won't use that part.
A lot of the wrestlers are their own names.
Well, I think that Hulk was trying to branch out. He was like, Rip is very different than Hulk.
Yeah, that's probably it.
He wanted to play a character. He wanted to act.
Yeah, that's probably it.
What I love about Hulk Hogan in this movie is like, he's like when rap stars do like comedy, they can't not look cool. Like they always have to look cool. And Hulk has never shown up by anything. Like
except his hair.
No, but it's also clear like they're dangling something to get him to look in the right place. Like it's exactly if you were shooting a cat food commercial. Like there's a feeling of, let me tell you something, Jimmy. And there's just this like, it's an entire film.
He's some sort of wrestling magpie, is what you're saying?
There's literally not a usable.
There's actually a scene. I don't know if anybody else picked up on this, but there's a scene in the conference room at the network Hulk is on.
At the World Television Network.
No, not
The World
Television
yes.
Network.
No, wait,
the
which
other
one? The
that
other
he
one?
starts off on.
Wait, oh, he's on another?
Well,
network?
this
let's get into
this is
this.
a movie that is about a battle between television networks.
Yes, so Hulk Hogan Rip starts off at a network called...
I can't remember.
I don't know.
But
So-
not the other one, not the
World
one.
News Television
Yes.
is trying to lure him away and onto
Right,
their
because
network.
in this world, wrestling is so big that networks are in the toilet because wrestling is everyone's watching wrestling.
Oh, by the way,
if you had the Cosby Show or Cheers, it was doing nothing.
Without it, you're
To
doomed.
get the #1 wrestling show, they're willing to perpetrate rapes and murders.
Yes.
That's correct.
And also,
Over and over.
Also, wrestling in this universe is real.
Yes,
It
that
is.
care
There
how
is
many
no-
rapes you have to perpetrate.
It's horrifying.
Well, and also they end up, and I'm sorry to jump around, but the World Television Network...
How dare you? It's going to be so confusing.
The World Television Network plucks, what's her face? I don't remember. Samantha.
Yes.
From an agency to become the
She's a turncoat.
new...
she's like a
she
PR
was like a mole.
executive.
She was a mole at the other television.
Guys, we're talking
network.
about...
We are going
let's
out
go.
of-
Let's go back a second because
Okay,
we're getting
sorry.
way far ahead of ourselves.
Yeah, we
But
are.
Joan Severance will be a turncoat.
Don't, spoiler alert.
Yeah.
I do want to just, before we even get into the movie, I want to just picture one thing in your mind and say this. Apparently, Hulk Hogan and, what's his name, Vince McMahon got the script. They did not like it. Spent 72 hours in a hotel together and rewrote it from scratch. I would kill to be anywhere near that room. The amount of cocaine and the story ideas, that would have been an amazing room.
By the way, who's typing?
And how many typewriters did they break?
every time they make a spelling mistake, slow motion.
Yeah, they're also doing this on an Apple IIe.
So, just so you guys know, wrestling is the biggest thing. This World Television Network is in the toilet because they don't have a compelling wrestling star. So they want to get Rip, a.k.a. Hulk.
Rip him up. That's his catchphrase.
Which is like the shot, and he does like a shaka, like a Hawaiian kind of like hand signal.
This finger's a little. I looked
It's
at
almost
it.
a fishbone.
This is a little stretched,
Yeah.
and this is up.
It's shaka. It's half shaka, half fishbone.
And he does it. All he does
Somewhere
it
in
when
between.
he's exiting rooms.
Yeah.
He comes, looks back, and is like,
Also, so you know, this movie took place in the part of the 80s where everyone looked like pedophiles.
yeah.
The
Joan
classic-
Severance looks exactly like the cover of Rio
Yes, she does.
in every moment.
Joan Severance, we have a lot to get into with her.
Oh, there is so much to talk about. Her line deliveries are unfathomable. It's as if, you know, that the
She's
story
by
about
far the best thing in the movie.
The
Yes.
story about
Amazing.
Christopher Walken is that when he reads a script, the first thing he does is he goes through a script and he takes out all of the punctuation. Joan Severance puts it all back in. Her entire analysis is like, I'm going to put periods after just a bunch of words.
I looked up what she's done since, and I was surprised that she wasn't in a lot more.
Oh, what?
I will say it's unfair. Joan Severance was in a Playboy in the early '80s at some point, so it was kind of unfair because as soon as she came in, I had a soft spot for her,
I
I had a hard spot for her.
She's the kind of like hot in a Playboy that when we were kids, you hoped you would find in the woods.
yes.
You know what I mean? Like
The hair was very
that
well
is-
done.
That's the
Wait,
level of Playboy we're talking
Sexy
about.
Joan Collins.
Yep.
Now, did you go to the woods to
You
look?
always
You always found it in the
always
woods.
went to the woods looking for pornos.
That's where I found.
And by the way,
I thought you meant-
they were there.
That was the unspoken rule. I had a penthouse air freshener that I found in the woods.
I'm trying to imagine the person though who felt they had to hide that in the woods.
Oh, you know what? I don't want my mom to see this. I'll put it in the woods.
And I took that shit and put it in a safe.
Before the internet, we all had a little bit of Jeff Dahmer in us.
Yeah. But that was the thing when you were
had
like,
to be,
when you were like,
had to be wily. And,
yeah, when you were traipsing around in the woods, you
Yeah.
would look in like old stumps or under things because
We were boys with
That's
bone-
where fucking weirdos would put pornos. And as a kid, it's your job to find that shit.
We were boys with boners on a mission.
Because, by the way, there was no fucking internet. There wasn't an internet to jerk off to. Do you know how good you have it?
There was a crinkly black and white of Joan Severance.
That someone else had used. That's what I want you to really think about. These aren't ours. These are ours.
Communal porno. All right, well, look. The performance of the movie, in my opinion...
Kurt Fuller.
Kurt Fuller.
100%.
Unbelievable.
100%.
Unbelievable.
Hats off.
I tweeted at him today to see if I could get him to come here. It was too little, too late. But here is a scene just so you get an idea of the level of bringing it that Kurt Fuller is doing.
Cells. This is what people want. This is what I want. Now, which one of you is going to go out and get it for me?
Rip is already under contract to another network, Mr. Brown.
Tell me something I don't already know, Johnston. Contracts are nothing but words.
But, Mr. Burrell, I'm told that Rip's word is his bond.
Bond? Then we get him to break his bond. What's his price? That's what I want to know. What's his price?
With all due respect, Mr. Burrell.
This guy's
Others
always
have asked
asking the
that
tough
question.
questions. Oh, God.
Listen to me, wise guy. And every last one of you, spare me your mealy mouth with all due respect crap. What this network needs, this network gets. I promise you that. Even Rip has his price.
He's amazing. Here's what I'm sad about, though. What I'm sad about is you didn't play the entire clip of when he walks around the table and tells one of the female executives
Yes.
to go take a leak.
Take a...
He goes,
Can I do it, please?
Tidings?
Take a leak.
Wait. He goes, take a leak.
He doesn't push her, no, right? He only pushes later.
He pushes
Yeah.
someone later, but that
The bummer is that
honestly
he
is
is...
one of the funniest things I've ever heard.
It's
to
his
tell a woman
performance
to go
is
take
a
leak
masterpiece.
is
He is...
Hands down the best.
unexpected.
He's the me of then.
By
which
the
is
way,
kind of a bummer.
he is sitting in front of a bust of himself in that scene. I froze it a few times. That is definitely a bust of himself. He is at a boardroom table that is like a V that he is at the head of. So his desk almost has two jutting out legs where people are on either side, which I thought was a great boardroom
It's
desk.
called the World Television Network.
He's like Bill Murray's character from Scrooge without the redemption.
So,
and the irony.
Yeah.
yeah. Are we to understand that on this network there's news channel, like there's news, there's
Sitcoms. Because people are
there's
pitching
sports.
sitcoms. Like people say, like,
I'm
"Oh,
assuming-
What about a game show? People like those.
take a leak."
What about a sitcom? Those are the pitches of his highest level executives.
Okay. My favorite thing he says to his guys is he goes, they're watching. By the way, the first scene is Hulk and Rip in like in a match, and then it cuts to these douches in a conference room watching it.
Okay, the
Like
best thing
the
about the
TV
conference room
executives,
too is
I want that.
Yes,
that
I want
conference room-
that jockass. He keeps calling
Jockass.
He keeps calling Hulk. I want that jockass on this network. 10 o'clock tomorrow. Boardroom. Period. Talk to me.
But now my question is, when Kurt Fuller brings him to the office, his tactic to woo Hulk is not very good.
He basically, the scene unfolds like, look here, Rip. Everyone's got their price. And the Hulkster's response is, I guess you haven't heard about... Maybe you haven't heard about my charity work. Word for word, that was the most usable take.
By the way, also such a shoehorn thing. Rip cares about the kids. He does charity. He doesn't want money.
They never stop saying about how he cares about the kids doing sports.
We'll find out later on, because we do see him do his charity work,
Yep.
that the name of his charity is simply Sports for Kids.
Well,
Okay.
the titling in this movie is pretty bad because...
Just you fucking finish. Get Sports for Kids.
Sports for Kids.
And the TV network is called the World Television Network.
Go. We only have 71 more hours to finish the screenplay.
Keep going. Keep writing, Vince. Keep writing, brother.
You're right. It is Vince typing.
So Kurt Fuller essentially is like, you have a price.
Everyone has a prize.
Hulk says no. At which point, Kurt Fuller, his next move is, are you telling me my money isn't good enough for you? Like, immediately, that's his next
Hey, Kurt, one more with some energy. Because this is a movie now.
Kurt
How
also...
are people going to know if you're mad, brother?
Hey, brother.
Get as close to their face as you can.
Brother, I want you in this thing, man. When we met that day at the Earth Cafe, I thought we were in this together.
When we smoked that devil weed, brother. When we shared that jazz cigarette, brother.
I didn't know you were going to phone it in.
Hulk then proceeds to rip up the check, beat up everyone in his office.
Whoa.
Oh,
no, he rips up the check. He shoves it into Kurt Fuller's mouth.
Yes.
And he says, can I say it?
Oh, it's
Please.
so good.
I won't be there when that clears.
And then I think that's when he gives this.
Well,
when he's exiting the room.
When he exits the room, he gives the shocker, like, that was fun. Like, it was sort of like, it wasn't like, yeah, I did it. It was kind of like, yeah, that's my thing. Like,
It's a film of casual attempted murder at 20 different points.
But here's the weird thing about Rip's character. Why doesn't he want to go to the other network?
By the
Why
way,
is he
it's not like
Let's really dig into this.
he
I'm
doesn't
serious,
work at
I didn't understand
he
why
doesn't
he didn't
live in
wanna-
on a mountain with like monks. He's on a different TV network.
That's what I'm
And
saying.
the other
He's under
TV network.
contract.
And that's
yes,
right. And his word is his bond.
Kurt Fuller does say contracts are just words.
and I believe they did say that his word is his bond. Like, he's a faithful. he's loyal.
I heard that his word is his bond.
Take a leak.
Why does he tell the lady to take a leak? It is the weirdest.
It's the best thing I've ever
Well,
heard.
It's the weirdest thing.
He tells her to take a leak, and not too soon thereafter, a man does shit his own pants.
Whoa, we can't get into that just
Wait,
yet.
do you have it?
have this?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, so what's
It's the craziest performance of anything I've ever seen.
Yes, this is
made me feel real sad.
truly erotic. So the lights are
I have
down.
so many things to say about this. I guess we should just set the scene because they have a little bit of the limo scene
So
too.
he leaves.
Okay,
He shoves the check into Kurt Fuller's mouth. He says, "I won't be there when that clears." Was that? Do we get that?
great. Got it. Moving on.
Check it, Hulk. It's perfect.
Check the gate.
Check it. Print it.
Then they put him in a death limo.
Yes. A limo with all steel windows that have the steel window function.
And by the way, the
what's
World Television Network seems to be located in a very rural area.
Yes.
It's like the
Also-
WWF. It's like in Fairfield, Connecticut.
feels-
Also,
I
their
thought it was Atlanta,
resources, their resources are that of Bond villains.
Yes.
Like, why does I guess I was going to ask this question, and I was like, of course he does. Does Rupert Murdoch have a limousine with steel gates? And then I was like, yup,
Probably
he
does.
probably does.
Probably does.
No,
Straight up
I
murdering
work for News Corp a
people.
lot. He does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is...
The other thing is, Plan B in this movie is always murder.
Yeah.
Well,
The
that's what I
first
was
plan
gonna
is
ask.
go talk to him. 4 seconds after that, murder.
Well, what you're forgetting the second step. Talk to him, yell at him, murder.
Yeah.
But you do have a middle step.
Well, that's what's going to be my question, because Hulk gets in the limo, the steel windows, etc., and then he gets in, fights the limousine.
Yes.
He gets into a...
And by the way, when he kicks...
But why? Is the guy taking him
When
somewhere?
he kicks the
Like,
door
what's
from the inside,
Yeah.
it makes the limousine careen
Yes.
off the road.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not shitting you at all.
Oh, no. It. You will see it in this scene. Yeah, his physical force in the backseat of a limousine moves
Lifts it off the ground.
like you're driving like left to right.
As if every punch and kick Hulk does is a punch to someone's face they need to react to. Only the reaction is coming from the driver of the car that he's in.
In a totally safe steel box on the other side of him.
Yes. Yeah.
I would like to see Mythbusters on this. Could this happen? You could get Hulk in a car. All right, so here we go.
Mythbusters guys, Adam, Jamie, if you're listening, please come and do this episode.
By the way, they need to do a whole no holds barred episode. How long does it take for a check to clear? Here we go.
What's that smell?
It's a Dookie.
That happened in this movie.
I think I had this feeling when I was watching it, but I couldn't articulate it until now. I think the actor who says that line is wearing like a disguise.
He's got a hairpiece on for sure,
Well,
yeah.
he has a hairpiece on, but it almost seems like he knew what he had to do. They had a hard time casting it, and he was like, I'll do it. I'll absolutely do it if I can wear a disguise.
But by the way, so he's shit literally...
I don't
But
think
I mean,
it's
the
the guy.
wettest
his
shit in his
name is
pants.
probably
Can you
in
go
the
back to what his
credits.
pants look like? Because they're actually just soaked with water.
Well, that's what I wanted to talk
The
about.
Dookie
And then he
is
says,
on the
"It's
outside of his suit jacket.
The Dookie is really vile looking.
It's just wet.
It's
Yeah,
wet.
go to the
but
wide
I
shot.
thought it was like diarrhea.
Look how high up it goes. Look how high up it is.
Guys, that's not Dookie.
But I felt like it was a liquidy diarrhea, like, right? Or he pissed himself and he shit himself, but if you pissed, it'd be
How
out
do
of your
we get
butthole.
Hey there, Paul.
It goes up to his,
It's like this
fucking
high.
shoulder blades.
It's up here.
His shoulder blades
I feel like
got
they
their
could-
period.
I feel like they weren't confident in the line, what's that smell? It's Dookie. Like, we need to show the audience. We need
But
to
I guess
show
I
it.
have to say, why not put him in a lighter suit?
Like a white suit.
Like
Yeah,
a
or
white
like
linen
a
suit.
very
Everybody's
light gray
everybody's a critic. Fucking Monday morning quarterback. They're looking at the dailies doing cocaine. Can you guys tell it's Dookie? It looks like his shoulder blades pissed.
So anyway, we want to have this scene. It's a great fight scene. Hulk literally busts through a steel grate, lands on the top of a car, beats up all these guys, and at the end, this guy shits his pants, and it's going to be a great scene. It's going to be a really great
But
scene.
it's interesting because it is when they introduce, without any discussion of it, that Hulk Hogan has superpowers.
Yes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
He's literally not from Earth.
He comes out like the Incredible Hulk.
Yeah.
Like, and in that way, like he pops out.
Well, how about like all of his like facial craziness? They're like, and then he's like a feral animal.
At the end,
like,
at the end of every day, they're like, Hulk, there's 2 pages we didn't get, so we're just gonna roll just a ton of B-roll, and just you're mad, your neck, your eyes are big, your neck, you're growling, you're mad, neck, growl, eye,
Guttural
growl,
sounds.
neck.
I do imagine that this was a Control Apple save moment when him and Vince McMahon came up with Dookie, and they're like, "We did enough work for tonight. Let's go. Let's go
down to the bar and meet some honeys.
in the next scene, I think we meet Joan Severance, right?
Don't we go to the hillbilly bar pretty soon?
That's
This
next
is an
as
interesting
well.
scene.
The next
scene
one
where
is-
he's at his home network.
After
Yes,
the
that's
Duke
the
Joan
next scene, I
Severance
believe,
is now
where he
running.
meets Joan Severance. She's come in. She's like the new gal in town.
I believe she's his new, like,
Boss?
touring agent.
Yeah, touring agent.
Oh,
Or
okay.
like Rip, which is and he's like, oh, that's my character's name.
Really, I'm Hulk Hogan. Wink, wink.
Meet your new touring agent.
Hulk,
You
we're
reckon-
rolling on this. She knows who you are. Sorry. She called me Rip. She's pretty. I just want to make sure she knows it's me, Hulk. Hulkamania, brother.
I mean, I'm the
Hulkamania.
star of the movie.
You might recognize her from the cover of the Rio album. It's Joan Severance. And she comes in and she's no fucking nonsense.
She's no nonsense, but he talks back to her and he says this to her. He goes, maybe we can talk about this later. And she goes, fine, 8 o'clock. I'll pick you up. Dinner. Dressy.
But everyone talks like this.
Everybody talks like there's an abundance of periods.
But I believe at one point he also mentions, why not ask me about my charity work?
He does
Say
indeed.
that.
Again, fucking nailing it home.
And I do
Kids
understand
in
why she
sports.
had to clarify Dressy because he wears his.
Oh, do you have a still of it?
I have. I can
He wears the Saturday Night Fever suit minus the black shirt.
I
Just
don't
he's
have that.
nude with a white on white thing. And there's no headgear, so it's just like the beautiful his locks and the pate.
And it's an interesting meeting with the network because she just seems to want to talk about his character and sort of, make sure they're branding him the right way. And he doesn't want to talk about his character.
Well, he
Why?
doesn't seem to be. There's any problem. He's the #1 wrestler in the world. Like, why would they need to rebrand
Right, but now
him?
I'm wondering, why did he even take the meeting at World News?
Because he's a
At his
polite
home
guy.
network?
No, at the
He's
other
a
one.
nice
Like, why
guy. If
even
you invite
go?
Hulk for dinner,
Because his
he'll come
word
to
is his
your house.
bond.
Yeah.
What the fuck's wrong with you people? And he accidentally said, okay. Oh, crap, I forgot my word
Well,
is my bond.
I also think the two networks have only one letter difference, so maybe he just
He
was
just got confused.
He put it down.
Well, because here's the weird
If
thing.
you
is, like,
send a limo for Hulk, he'll get in it and go wherever you take him.
he did say thank you for the ride.
He did.
Until you try to kill him.
It was the late 80s. People got in limos. It was fun.
It's just odd because the stakes of this movie are really his allegiance to a huge corporation.
Oh, yeah.
Well, then it changed.
Those are the emotional stakes. Well, yes.
Oh, no.
but
Then it's going to be about.
It's going to be about his brother, of course, and
they go out-
and true love.
untrue love.
They go out to dinner in one of those cool abandoned churches.
It's actually. It's actually my favorite scene in the entire movie. But it's very clear from the abandoned church that they're like, Hulkster, look, we got the wrestling place here. There's an abandoned church. We can put a bunch of tables in and we just fucking go. Everybody sound good with that? Fuck it. Good. Go. Shut up.
They start off on a stained glass window, like an organ
Yeah.
player, right? Or and then down
Harp
into a
or something,
beautiful restaurant.
Beautiful?
Beautiful.
Beautiful, Jason.
A
Beautiful.
I'm going to put
French.
beautiful in quotes right now.
The snooty maitre d', then there's it's literally 12 minutes
Oh my God.
of him
it's so
humiliating the Hulkster.
Well, this is what I was talking about. He goes to this French restaurant. And you're like, as an audience, you're like, oh, this guy is so out of place. I mean, he doesn't know how to act. He doesn't know how to act a French restaurant. He's a fucking
And
wrestler.
the snooty guy comes in and says, all we have is poisson and coq à la vin, and you would never understand in a million years.
Maybe you want a hamburger American or a hot dog footlong.
The hot dog de foot. Yeah, he just offers hot dog de foot long.
And then offers it and then goes, we don't have that.
And then the busboys come out.
the
and
busboy
busboys
has
keep
been
going.
waving to him the whole time.
And standing not even a foot apart, they are.
No, they're right there. And then
That is the part I would have auditioned for.
And then, of course, the chef comes. It was my favorite scene in the whole entire
the
movie.
best scene.
The chef comes out and says, "Why, pourquoi you not tell us that our friend Rip is here? Rip is so magnifique to see you."
He is
And
such
then-
a loyal customer that they even say, do you want the regular?
Yeah.
And he says, "D'accord." Or
That was
French.
it's something like d'accord.
Yeah. Bien
It
sûr.
is-
Bien sûr,
Bien
brother.
sûr. That's what it is.
Buongiorno.
It was
But that
just
was
like,
a
you
great scene.
fucking think the Hulkster doesn't know French. Fuck you.
But if we look
Fuck
at this
you.
for a second, if everybody on staff recognizes Rip, why doesn't the maitre d' know?
Well, because they do say the maitre d' is new.
Right. He said the maitre d' hadn't been there because if he was, he would know that Rip comes into that French restaurant all
every
the time.
night.
I gotta
apparently.
say though,
That's a good
the
diet for a
maitre
wrestler
d',
too.
though, is
French food.
Yep.
the maitre d' is like really taking some liberties. It's I guess his first day on the job.
Yes,
and he's just assuming.
yes, he's
Oh, yeah.
leaning in.
And by the way,
you horrible
Hulk-
thing.
Hulk is dressed up like Hulk doesn't come. I mean, in this movie, he's wearing a lot of headbands and a lot
he
of like
looks great in
onesies.
this scene.
But in this, he
No,
does
you
make
can
an
see the
attempt.
outline and veins of his cock every single scene. And it's
And
what's the
it's
one
not
scene
an-
where you cannot see actual veinage and like the pulsing of his heart from his dick. Like
You ever-
fucking E.T., where it's just like, you're like, wow, the Hulk's pulse rate's going up because his veins are throbbing in his dick.
Have you ever? If you haven't, you must. But if anyone ever seen the Hulk Hogan sex tape?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to fill up my wine while we talk about
Oh
this.
yes, it is amazing. And in one part where he is fucking, he goes, "Ooh, shouldn't have that sushi."
Come on, guys.
It just looks like, honestly, when I look at him in this movie, it looks like it's uncomfortable to be him.
Yes.
Like it's
Let me ask-
uncomfortable
It
to
looks
take
like
up
his
that
body
much
is
space.
going to explode and a smaller man is going to come out of it and be like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
I've been trapped in here for years.
Yeah.
It's been a horrible nightmare.
Like Quattro. Yeah.
June,
There's
as
a Quattro in there trying to...
as a woman roughly of Hulk's age at that point, what were you
Excuse
attracted?
me?
Wait, what are you asking?
I'm just saying
that
not
now?
of now. I'm saying I'm saying Hulk was probably about our age.
So you're saying that in '89 I was Hulk's age?
no,
No,
I'm
no, no,
saying
no, no, no.
now,
Okay.
like, do you
But you're
find
a
him
young lady
attractive?
exploring your body and learning
No.
about it.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan looks terrible in this movie. And I know we're not talking about, we have another Hulk movie to discuss in a little bit, but I'm really upset about his hair. I'm really upset.
What would you?
What do
how
you
would
mean?
recommend?
Why not stop asking about his hair and ask about his charity work?
I feel like the other finger was supposed to come out, but steroids made
didn't
it
quite.
go in. Like,
This one's gone squirrely on me, little boy.
I broke it too many times, brother.
Oh, that little fucker won't fall in line anymore.
It's my trick finger. Trick finger, brother.
so June, what you were talking about his hair.
Well, it's such a shocking color and it's such a shock of blonde hair.
Totally natural.
He basically looks like nude clown.
Yeah.
He has like
no-
You're like,
he
is this
has,
guy?
like-
Oh, that guy was supposed to be a rodeo clown, but someone streaked off all those shit.
Color.
Yeah, there's no color left, and now it's just nude clown.
That's exactly right.
Ugh.
But
Nude
I
clown.
would not be surprised if someone smudged him if there was paint underneath. Do you know what I mean?
Like he has a white base,
Yeah.
and then they put tan on top of a white
Somehow,
base,
yeah.
like foundation. My issue is he is a bald man. Why not just cut that? Why
that's-
cut the
that's
party
my
in the
issue.
back?
He's like, brother, that's my power, brother. I'm like Samson. He has like, for a giant behemoth of a man, he has like fine doll's hair.
That's what's upsetting about it.
Like,
It's Barbie hair.
Like honestly, yeah. Like my nieces
weird.
have dolls that have thicker, more lustrous hair than him. He has
That's
much
the
really
thing.
weird.
mustache.
He doesn't have like a powerful mane, so just like, and like I thought, like for a while, like I was like, oh, he's wearing those bandanas to hide it. He's not ever hiding it. It's always out and about.
It's a choice, brother.
It's me and Vince Neil in this to the end, brother. Bandana Brothers.
Well, obviously, so, look, Kurt Fuller needs to find somebody else. And he goes to the local bar.
I'm getting so nervous we're going to run out of time.
There
I know, we
isn't-
are
There's
going
like-
pretty
I have
slow.
this-
We are going
Oh,
shit.
there's so much
to talk about.
I mean, dwarf in a cage, dog in a
Why is there-
bathroom.
There's so much to talk about. And
I mean, these are just
experiencing
headlines.
anxiety.
These are just headlines.
I mean, there's so much. I mean, when they go to this
Dwarf in a
bar.
cage really bugged me a lot.
Oh,
Dwarf in a cage never gets explained.
dwarf in a cage
No.
is in it throughout, never gets explained.
But it's
So
so
they
like
go,
a dwarf
they go to
is
this disgusting hillbilly bar.
disgusting place.
Where everyone's disgusting. There's a 25-minute scene where David Paymer and the other guy who's kind of like me go to the bathroom.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say I could play the David Paymer part if you were playing the Kurt Fuller.
I'm the
part.
other. Yeah.
You'd be the head guy. Yeah.
If they make this today, bro, we're set.
I'm so psyched.
Can I say this for real? I will write a sequel to this movie starring you guys and Hulk Hogan.
By the way, the WWE just launched an app. This could go right to them immediately.
Let's do this.
Done and done.
Oh my God.
No Holds Barred 2.
They didn't take us up on Sharknado 2, which is a huge mistake.
Huge mistake.
We offered it.
They go to this hillbilly bar where there's no rules about fighting. They keep a dwarf in a cage.
Never explain why, but the dwarf seems happy there, and also is a prankster up there
He's
too.
he'll throw.
He's a real trickster
throw money
figure.
in your drink.
Yes.
For
There's
some
also
reason, which Irish people, I think that's lucky. But in this place they go, there's no rules.
No.
This is the concept
Would
of
you
no
say there are
holds.
holds barred?
There are no
holds are being barred.
This actually, I want to talk about this, June, if you will indulge me this. June and I, we were in the car one time. I was like, "Hey, we're doing no holds barred." She said, "That doesn't mean anything." You thought I had the title wrong. Explain. I told you to not explain yourself.
Well, I now know what it means after watching the movie. I had not heard the expression before.
No holds barred?
I had never heard that expression.
But you never heard the word barred, right? That was the issue.
Well, I still may not know what it means. I'm going to be totally honest.
Well,
That's okay.
Let's unpack this. What do you think it means?
Okay. What I think it means in the context of this movie is there are certain wrestling holds.
Sometimes they're barred.
And
That's barred.
yes.
Yeah. Barred meaning
Bar
what?
that move.
Like, that's not going to fly here.
Oh. Those holds aren't going to
not-
fly here.
Yeah, those holds will get you disqualified.
Like sleeper hold is a non-barred rule.
Non-barred.
Right. But in the
I don't know what a
movie,
barred
there
rule
are
would be.
no holds that are barred.
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
That is right, yes.
Okay, thank you. I've never heard of it before.
So they go to this, but there's wrestling going on, and it doesn't even seem to be the main event of this bar.
No,
it just seems to be a secondary.
Everyone's literally monsters.
Yes.
Yes.
It's basically like a world created by Frank Miller that Frank Miller didn't know about.
Yeah.
Okay, so the waitress at one point says, "I'm here, or tonight I want to get laid, relayed, and parlayed."
That's the waitress. And she's
Yeah.
the best performance in the film.
She's amazing. She delivers that line so
Laid,
beautifully.
relayed, and
I don't-
parlayed.
I don't know if you guys have watched True Detective. I won't give you any spoilers. But when in the final episode, when they go to that guy's house and he's all the videotapes, that's what this bar looks like. But like as a bar, like that house and those things as a bar.
It's a kind of place where the David Paymer underling guy says to Kurt Fuller, "These people would cheer at a hanging." And Kurt Fuller goes, "Exactly, that's the beauty of it."
what I want.
The bathroom is called the VD room.
And there's a loose pit bull in it.
There's a pit bull in the
But
bathroom.
My favorite thing that happens in the bathroom, David Paymer and David Paymer Light, the other guy, go to the bathroom for 20 minutes. They're like, "I really, really need to take a
I
leak."
should have
Thought
gone
about it
before we came.
20 minutes.
By the
shot
way,
in
their
real time.
journey to that bathroom is epic.
And then here it becomes like a Dogma movie where they cut nothing out. They're just like, follow them
It's
for
all
real.
natural lighting.
It's all
a
natural
real,
lighting.
It's a real dog.
They walk
a
by a
pit
guy
bull.
pissing in the hallway.
Yeah. And then the hillbilly dude, they're like,
These are the stupidest people in the world.
hillbilly busts out of the stall.
Yes.
They're both peeing in troughs. And he
Here, hold
leans-
on. Paul,
You guys do it.
Paul,
Do it.
It's amazing.
You're David Paymer.
Yeah.
You're the other guy.
These hillbillies, this is the worst. These people are
And
trash.
they're so stupid, too.
What did ye say?
Pulls them away, puts his head up to their dicks, examines them for a long time.
Yep.
Y'all ain't worth it.
Wait, he also
says they have
little dick.
tiny
he calls
dick.
teeny weeny.
Teeny
Teeny
weeny.
weenies.
I believe he actually says teeny weenies and then y'all ain't worth it.
What
but
makes
his
that
face
scene-
is like,
In there. What makes that scene even better?
Because here's the thing. You don't need to get that close to a dick to know how big it is.
Here is the thing. He's nearsighted.
Thing I've ever seen in a film.
He is nearsighted, and that's part of his
He
character's
can't
journey.
afford glasses, you guys.
What I love about that scene, though, is he also just came from taking a massive shit. Because he
right next to a pit bull.
Yeah. He busts down that door.
So first there's a huge shit sound.
Oh, yeah.
That's what interrupts them. They're talking trash, and then they hear like...
Guys, by the way, we're about 10 minutes into this movie.
This is no joke. I'm looking at it.
No joke.
This is literally scene 9.
We've made a mistake. This should be the whole night.
I don't have enough time.
We gotta speed through this, guys.
All right.
Okay, fuck
We
it.
haven't even got to Zeus. So basically, as we said, Kurt Fuller gets the idea, and this is where another great name comes in, just like World Television Network, Sports for Kids.
Battle of the Tough Guys.
Battle of the Tough Guys.
We'll do a show, we'll call it Battle of the Tough Guys.
And they're all like Lugnut Johnson. They all have like terrible wrestling names, and they all look like completely circular men in like overalls. They all look like they're from the arm wrestling.
I was gonna say they're all the people who didn't make the over the top auditions.
Yes, exactly.
And then like there's one guy who's just spraying hairspray all over his face.
And
Like
body.
that's tough.
And all of them, when they cut to all of them, they're like, they're all like the Tasmanian devil.
While I was watching this in my house, twice I had to go get a Ricola for my own throat. For the fucking growling.
Now, the first broadcast of this, because I can only assume this is going out on television.
Live.
The host of it is the head of the network, Kurt Fuller. He is
Welcome
hosting
to
the
the
program.
Battle of the Tough Guys.
And it's also just set in the bar.
Yeah, because that's what it would be like if
Like Les Moonves
it was hosting
like,
Big Brother.
Like
it was like tonight on Big Brother.
The Super Bowl.
I don't know if you noticed, though, the extras did change for Battle of the Tough
Yeah, no,
Guys.
the snorty waitress like put in a sparkly
Right, and
headgear.
also, I mean, that bar was filled with just vagrants. And once they were shooting a television show, they did bring in sort of a fairly normal-looking audience.
But it also seemed like it was very, so they're doing this battle. It's very kind of poorly choreographed. But this is my question I really want to get to, which is...
This is it? This is before
the
this.
only one.
Before this, you've had no question.
None. Everything was made very clear to me because the plot was very simple. So...
Now we're on minute 11.
They're doing a live television broadcast. People are fighting. I get it. All right. It's like, and then all of a sudden, in this bar, it's not a set.
And there are no cameras that I see.
No,
No,
they're
they're
very small. They're very small.
They're not in evidence as much as they should be.
Yes.
Yeah.
So,
like if Christopher Nolan had made it, you would see them more.
Yeah. I wish Christopher Nolan would remake this movie.
it would be a challenge. Tiny Zeus Lester in that Batman movie too.
Oh,
so,
Christian Bale.
Amazing. But he's worked with both.
Oh my God.
Because he was on the boat. Tiny Zeus Lester is on the boat in Batman with the Joker.
He is.
Holy shit.
So,
I wish we had him here.
I worked with him on NTSF, and he was
Tiny?
amazing. Tiny was amazing.
Tiny Lister, yeah.
Got to set, said, I need Taco Bell now. We got him Taco Bell.
I feel that every second of my life. I just don't say it.
If you look like Tiny, you can request it, and people will go running. Oh, he had 2 PAs going to the quickest Taco Bells. All right, so this is the part I don't understand. So it's in a bar, and it seems to me like Zeus cuts an entire wall out.
Yes.
That's what
Because he also has superpowers
Yeah.
that have never been explained.
Kicks down a wall, like a structural wall. It wasn't like an entrance. I don't understand, what that was, and if it was planned. I don't think it was planned because Kurt Fuller was like, oh, who's this guy?
He has all the powers. He has the powers of Magneto.
No, that's
And
a
the
good
first
question, though,
thing-
because I did wonder, where did he come from?
Yes.
He
Well,
wasn't
from
recruited,
jail.
No,
but he
June,
wasn't
that's a great
recruited
question. And
from
what,
somewhere.
was he told, like, go cut down the wall and there's guys fighting on the other side? What
I
the
don't know.
fuck
Well, I
happened?
guess he heard about the $100,000 and he wanted it tax-free.
Tax-free,
And
tax-free.
He burst down the wall. He burst down that wall. He's like, for all you WWF nerds, I might be getting my facts wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is the truth. There's a certain point in Hulk's career where he was accused of being racist. And
It's called this movie.
And I believe that scene in that place was to show, no, I am a defender of black people.
and-
As a matter of fact, I eat in their soul
did the two
food
guys
kitchens.
robbing the
and-
place have to be black? It bummed me out so bad. I was like, come on, man. They could be skeevy white tweakers. But no, it was just like the class. He was like, I'm going to fucking throw pies at these black guys.
He throws.
made me really
there,
mad.
by the way, too many pies in that restaurant for him to throw. They were like, it's like someone lined up 40 pies. Somebody must, like, all the pie
By the way,
orders got
the
a big one.
robbery would not have cost them as much as the pie loss.
This scene felt to
Jeez,
me
Hulk.
as if it was written for a Dukes of Hazzard episode. And then the writer was like, it's not going to work, so I'll save it. And then later was like, wait, I'll put it in this movie.
Hulk, I just want to say there was $30 in the register and those pies were worth $110.
The song,
So,
there is a song.
Not to be a dick, but
Hey, did I tell you about my charity? Shaka!
There's a song that's playing, and you hear the lyrics for a brief second, which is, I got ketchup on my blue jeans. That's the soundtrack to the soul food restaurant scene, and then the robbers come in, and then it's pie fight.
Oh my God! I just remembered. Just as we're barreling through this movie,
We are not barreling
We're
through
not
this.
at
We're
all.
not.
There's a scene
push the
before
10 o'clock
this
show
that I
till
wanted to
11.
talk
It's
There's a
about.
couple of scenes, yeah.
it's most of the same people, right? Yeah, we'll just add an hour. It'll be fine.
The scene before this, that's at the conference room when they're discussing how Battle of the Tough Guys went and what the numbers are.
I don't care what people said. We got the biggest numbers ever.
One of Kurt Fuller's underlings gets a video camera.
This
for
is
his
my favorite
birthday.
part. This is my favorite part.
Okay, so that's a birthday present.
Well, yeah, it's the most sloppy
the thing that
exposition
comes
of
from it
all
is
time.
amazing.
Do you have this?
Here's the
I
thing.
don't. I
You
wish
have
I
to
had
say-
this scene. I should have.
Okay. So
It's coming.
Push-ups is coming, bro. Push-ups where you can see
If
into
you
Hulk
think
Hogan's
we're not going to
butthole.
talk about jerking off push-ups, you've lost
It
your
is
mind.
coming.
Hulk Hogan watched the dailies. He said, "You can see up my butthole. I love it. Print it. Check it."
But no, in that scene, that guy is filming a television.
Yes.
It's a present I got for my birthday.
And literally, David Payne was like, "Hey, are you enjoying the birthday gift that you just got?" And the guy says, "Do you have the line? I have the line. If you don't, the
Yeah,
guy
word
goes,
for word.
Video is my life. Video is my
and
life."
Then what's his Kurt Fuller
Kurt
says,
Fuller says,
that just
despite-
gave me an idea.
Despite all of your shortcomings, Mr.
But what was the
Micklepants.
idea?
That's what I don't know.
The idea was
The
this.
idea is unrelated in any way to him standing there with a video
Well,
camera.
the idea is
The
that
idea
the
is to send
brainwash
the
tape.
rapist?
No, the brainwash tape.
The idea is let's make a Manchurian candidate.
Yes, exactly. They
This movie
I did
basically now
not get
becomes
that.
a remake of the Manchurian Candidate, where you can see throbbing dick pulses at every point.
Well, this becomes my thing. Like, Zeus is a big fighter. They go, the Battle of the Tough Guys takes place in like a steel mill at one point with a guy having a giant wrench, and Zeus just destroys him. As the commentator says this line, which I wrote down as well. It's just an all-out brawl. And the guy goes, "Never in the history of sport have I seen such incredible competition." There's a man wielding
strategy
a
or competition.
giant, like, tire iron, and another man shoving his head into, like, steel vats.
But here's the crazy thing about
The
him getting
history
the
of
idea
sport.
that way. What's happening in the scene that spurs this idea is that guy's filming a television.
yes, of a show that he
A
produces.
show that he produces.
Like,
So
I'm become
you would
quite a
think-
shutterbug.
You would think that Kurt Fuller would have just gotten the idea by being a network television and
executive.
staring at
Exactly.
TV
You're looking at
all
this
day.
Because he's thinking, in his mind, he's like, oh, I can use this camera to make tapes for Zeus. Or I could use all of the cameras at my disposal as the head of a television network to do the same. Like, why does it take this little camera?
Despite all your shortcomings.
This now this is where we're gonna have to unpack the majority of this. The love scene, the hotel scene.
Okay, so
Hands down, amazing.
Joan Severance and Rip go on an overnight.
But it's basically like it happened one night, sort of. They put up the...
Yep.
They close off the room a little bit. They're like, well, blame your management for booking us one room. And then she's in the bathroom. Here's what drives me crazy. She's stripped down to her bra, and for some reason, the sexiest grandma panties in the
I love that outfit.
It was like
They're pulled up,
like,
literally.
she's wearing
that outfit.
satin bloomers.
I have a
bloomers
picture of
pulled
it.
up to her fucking rib cage.
They look great.
Wait, you have a picture?
To call them panties, it's like they're just a really short mini skirt.
Because I think Hulkster saw her in regular panties and said, "It's a family affair."
Yeah.
Hey, this is supposed to be a family affair. Oh, you have the whole scene.
I have the whole scene.
Oh,
yeah.
fuck it.
let's
Play it.
watch it.
All right, let's
Let's
all
just
shut up.
watch it.
Everybody
All right,
shut
here
up
we
for
go.
a second.
All of your dreams are coming true, audience.
It is amazing. Here we go.
I want to wear tie-dye in this, brother.
Here she comes.
Can you get the lights?
You got it. Like your accommodations?
Do I have a choice?
It gets brighter. It gets brighter.
It's brighter.
Why does it get brighter?
What is she wearing?
Look at that outfit.
Love it.
And as long as you stay on your side of the bed, everything will be fine.
And then we have another sequence. I have another
actually
sequence coming.
wondering
Play it
now-
right away. Because is this the?
Yeah.
Okay, why
yeah,
don't you go
yeah.
straight into what's next?
I'm going to.
Thank you.
So they're getting into bed, and she starts to hear a noise. And here we go. Your eye. This is amazing.
I like that she tries to listen more.
What is with those panties?
Don't wait up for me.
Yeah. Sexy saxophone playing on this song.
I didn't know what she was looking at when she first peeked over the
still
bed.
don't know.
It's his heels.
It's both his heels, but are they supposed
thought
to be
they
a
look
butt?
like
What is
knees,
supposed
though.
to
It
be?
looked like they were a butt.
I
Confusing.
genuinely was confused by what part of his body that was.
It was very
Don't
hard.
wait up for me.
Now
Keep
I am
in mind,
wondering, by the way,
everything
did
you hear
she-
someone say is the best take.
I just
Oh no.
full of a quick pick for the audience.
Yeah.
Just that was going to be the original poster, just a shock in his ass.
Did she book them in one hotel room on purpose?
No, that's what it was revealed that
her office messed up.
the bad guy was like, she's like, and you booked us in one hotel room.
Wait, can I ask a question legit? What is the relationship between her and Kurt Fuller?
That's what he says
Has
at one
he
point.
put her in place at this other network?
Yes, he has, Jason.
Oh wow!
He says
She's basically it's
says
basically
that
the
he got
story
her
of
from
Mata
an
Hari.
agency.
What agent? What do you mean
A
that he got her
modeling
from an agency?
I don't know.
To be a TV executive?
That's correct.
What are you talking about? Oh, hey, I got this. You're going to be a model. You're a model. You're beautiful. Okay, I need you to go in and seduce Rip. Okay, you're going to be a network executive.
Hey guys,
She's already a touring agent.
June, everybody, quick question. They fly on a jet to go to that soul food restaurant to stay in that one hotel room. Then that's it.
That's a
Yeah, nothing
really
happened.
There
good
is
point.
no explanation. They're literally like, well, all right. They get on a fucking
It's
jet.
not a jet.
Go to a soul food restaurant with a
It's
pie
a
fight.
prop plane. Oh, hey, airplane guy, shut the fuck up.
Most of our live audience are aviation experts.
But I think
At the end,
It's
he's going to
not
explain.
a jet.
Okay, so it's a prop plane.
Prop plane.
They take a prop plane
Where
to a
is
restaurant.
Malaysian Flight 320?
that's a good question.
But by the way, there's never any explanation of why they're going to this faraway, terrible restaurant. The end.
He slaps her as well. This is another.
It's
this is
so
another
violent.
scene where
Horrifying.
Joan Severance is confronted by Kurt Fuller. He's pissed at her that she didn't bone Rip, and he slaps her across the face in front of Paymer and Paymer Jr. And they do nothing. Everybody's
just
like,
want
"We're
you guys-
cool with this."
Well,
just
they
want
saw
you guys
him
to
break that
understand,
glass
though-
globe in the beginning.
I should have brought this up when we were talking about her panties. I don't think that, upon reflection, that I just want you guys to understand those weren't underwear that she was wearing underneath her clothes.
They must
no.
be.
No, they're not.
Oh, don't be an apologist.
No, they're not.
Severance underpants apologist.
No, they're not.
Wait a second. Are you being
Wait, what do you mean?
That's underpants.
They were
Those are
dress
bed-
ups. They
those
were
are
nighttime
bedtime
dress
wear?
Bedtime
ups.
attire.
So, but wait,
bedtime attire.
you don't wear a bra to bed like that.
Sometimes you do.
Do you think Joan Severance knew she was supposed to seduce Hulk, or do you think Kurt Fuller was just?
Ooh, that's a toughie.
Can I ask a question that
That's
I
a
thought was
toughie.
really insane? We intercut. They're in a motel room, and the Hulkster is out putting on the cheesecake shorts, and Joan Severance is in her bra, and they're listening to each other, and she starts brushing her teeth in the bathroom, and he starts brushing his teeth in the hotel room, where there is no source of water. For a long time, and they intercut, and she's by a sink, and he's not by any source of water, brushing his fucking teeth.
And his plan
It's
was
horrifying.
to hold it. Like, because he's like, he's holding it in his mouth, waiting for her to leave the bathroom. Like, and then he has to go, "Gulk." Like, he swallows it. Yeah, it was gross.
Oh wait, I think the reason they did this trip. Oh no, forget it. Disregard. No, I'm wrong.
But why did- there's no reason they go there.
The reason why they did the trip.
Except to throw pies at some
I thought the
poor
trip
people.
was for the charity event, but it wasn't.
No.
No, it wasn't for the charity event.
Long story short, Zeus paralyzes Hulk Hogan's brother.
whose name is Randy. And in any other movie, Randy would be the villain.
Yes.
Like, as soon as you see Randy, he's like the sweep the leg guy.
Yeah.
But
In this movie, he's the hero.
He's the guy you love so much.
And Hulk does some serious acting here and breaks out in full-on tears when he sees his brother paralyzed, at which point I go, you know what would be great if they remade this exact script with Ryan Gosling? I think that it's like you see this guy, like he's fighting, he doesn't want to get involved in this, and then he gets pulled in. It would be great. I would love to see
We have
Ryan.
so many good ideas for how to redo this movie.
Yeah, so his brother is paralyzed.
This is, we have skipped over the rapist, but I think we've covered it
whoa,
pretty
whoa,
much.
whoa, whoa.
Yeah.
No. We can't skip over that.
Yes.
So, Joan Severance fails them. The Hulkster shows up on a motorcycle that's never been introduced before. Scoops up the guy. The guy's about to, pulls her off so we see her bra again, which feels like it was a note. And then scoops him up on the front of the motorcycle and drives him into a fucking garbage dump. It basically kills the guy.
Yes.
Casual murder happening everywhere.
Everywhere.
And then he runs over to Joan Severance and goes, God, I hate it when you're hurt.
Wait, he says, you're right.
Man.
God, I hate it when you're hurt, period. Or scared, period. And she says, I know.
See,
This is the first time he ever saw her hurt and or scared.
by the way, a lot of their serious conversations are blocked and staged on the ground.
Yeah.
So this one, and then before this one, before when she comes out of that conference with what's his face, they have a full conversation where she reveals herself and what she's done on the floor of Hulk's mansion.
And they just start kissing, and they've never kissed before, and it's not even that
right,
romantic.
yeah.
They kiss like a couple that's been going out for a couple years. It's very anticlimactic.
Their first kiss is very anticlimactic.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah.
It's a family
They already
affair.
been kissing?
I was like, did I miss when they became a couple?
Wait,
And
honestly,
4
I'm
years
sorry-
have passed?
And I'm really sorry to go back
They
to
have the
this.
apathy of they don't care about each other anymore almost.
Now I'm thinking that Kurt Fuller's character must have owned the other network.
What now?
Wow.
Guys, in what world could
This
he...
is turning into
Well, then
M.
why
Night
did he
Shyamalan
try-
stuff.
No, June.
What?
How
I
could
try
he
and
place?
lure-
How could he place this?
We're on the
random
other side of the
woman?
looking glass now.
How can he place this random woman in that position?
That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking. But if he owned the other network, he wouldn't need. He has
Why would
the
he need
number
to
one
rape
TV
and murder
show.
so many people
If he owned the network, he doesn't need to hire
for a
Rip.
TV show?
He doesn't need Battle of the Tough
I don't
Guys.
have all the answers. Right? But how else would he have gotten her in that post?
I have no idea, especially if she was like a model from a service.
But Kurt Fuller, basically everything he does in this movie to get a wrestling TV show is 100 times more fucked up than anything the Joker would do.
Yes. And 100 times.
It's like the Joker would never do that.
Yeah.
That's too fucking crazy.
He has no moral compass.
No.
It is because he got to be the
Some
number
men
one.
just want to watch the world burn.
I know I'm jumping ahead now, but I do think we have to at
We
this
do, we
point.
do, we do.
The crazy thing about Kurt Fuller's character is that when that fight is happening at the very end between
So basically,
Zeus and Rip...
can I just say one
Go
thing?
ahead.
Hulk Hogan finally says, "All right, I'll fight
do
Zeus
it."
because my brother's paralyzed."
Puts what is it? Randy.
Oh, yeah, Randy.
in a traction. Basically,
Vegetative
he's basically
state.
dead.
Yeah. He can't get up.
Randy is the kid brother of
Yes.
Hulk Hogan.
So Zeus then goes on a tear of training with the Manchurian candidate tape. He's like training really hard. Hulk is just helping rehabilitate his brother. No training in the training montage.
And by the
No
way,
training.
Zeus is like any good fighting trainer will tell you. The best thing to do is punch and blow up cinder blocks.
Yeah.
Because it gets you just your whole body ready. You just want to hit the cinder blocks as hard as you can.
And Zeus has been shown
Great
in
for the
this
bones
movie
in your hands.
to be the most powerful man of all time. Like, there is no rhyme or reason. The only backstory we get on Zeus is, I used to train him. He went to prison because he killed somebody. Now he's out. Like, we don't know what happened. But he is all powerful. The Hulk doesn't train. It's like a Rocky movie with no training.
Hulk, I will say this, and this is what I couldn't figure out is...
His training is stopping rapes with a motorcycle.
Yeah. And what I actually thought that was an interesting choice.
Which
because
one?
He doesn't train at
the
all.
fact that he doesn't
Oh, yeah.
train and that it's sort of mental training of him helping his brother. And which will come back later on when he sees him and has to really call on those emotions.
I think it's unfair how kind you just were to this film.
I thought it was an interesting choice.
You just actually made this sound like a noble work of art.
Don't you feel like, yes, Zeus paralyzed Randy, but...
Traction.
Yes,
Yeah.
Zeus tractioned Randy. But... And Hulk wants revenge, yes. But by going on Battle of the Tough Guys to fight Zeus... Isn't Hulk, A, breaking his contract with his network?
Sure.
That's a good point.
Giving
His
Kurt
word is not his
Fuller
bond.
exactly what he wants.
Yes.
The number one show and higher ratings than ever before.
This
He's
makes me
playing
crazy.
right into his hands.
Because when, spoiler alert, when Rip starts to beat the shit out of Zeus, Kurt Fuller rushes over to
This
the
is what I was
transmission
gonna say.
and starts smashing the reel-to-reel that's
Yeah.
broadcasting
This is what makes no sense because from the beginning, all Kurt Fuller wanted was for Rip to be on the network.
The second he smashes up the reel-to-reel.
Because his thought is, if he beats Zeus, then no one will tune in next week for Battle of the Tough Guys. So he needs to keep the ambiguity going.
I felt bad because you can see Kurt Fuller's on the other side of the glass while Tiny Lister and the Hulkster are fighting for obviously 4 or 5 days of coverage. And have you ever been in like the background of a scene where there's like, just keep screaming, brother? Kurt Fuller's screaming for what must have been 5 days straight.
For sure.
I will also say about this fight, the whole movie is like, wrestling is, like, even though it's real in this movie, it's two-stage. We want to go and get the real tough guys in the bars, in the steel mills, in all these, like in the aircraft carrier factory, wherever it is. But then the final fight is the most, it's like
crazy.
the shittiest version of the WWF.
all of it.
Like it's
all
on the
of
Morton
it-
Downey Jr. talk show set.
And it's worse than the first fight. Like the first fight, Rip's home network wrestling broadcast is still far and away the most glossy, classiest fight. It's still a piece of garbage.
All
over
of
at
the,
Kurt
for
Fuller.
some reason, all of the turnbuckles are Jiffy Pop things. It's the most fucked up looking
and
thing.
this is what I wanted to talk about in this part. So at the beginning of the match, it's no holds barred, June. No holds
I know what that
barred.
means.
Any hold you want to make.
You can do it. And at the beginning, they go, the ref is now checking the turnbuckles. Why? They let people in with lug wrenches. They fought in steel mills. They have no rules. Why do you have to check the turnbuckles?
It is weird they make that announcement.
Yeah, they make the announcement. This is the only no rules. We got to make sure everything's up to par.
I kind of thought it felt like this last fight though was not a part of Battle of the Tough Guys.
What now?
No, they introduced it as Battle of the Tough Guys. Not only that, there's like the dumb announcer who would be me if they made it now comes out and is like, welcome to the Battle of the Tough Guys. Zeus punches him out of the fucking ring for no reason whatsoever.
That's true.
That's what we call friendly fire.
By the way, how do they even, like, that was my whole thought was, how do they even communicate with Zeus throughout this whole movie? So the fight tomorrow is like, and you gotta
show up like a half hour early. Do you want to put oil all over, or do you want to just go, or do you want to eat something, or do you want to just be ready to go?
And then also, if I was Zeus's trainer, and I know he doesn't have trainers, but I'd say, Zeus, stop celebrating and just make sure the guy that you just knocked down is down. Because Zeus's Achilles heel is just celebrating with his back turned to the person he has just knocked down. The whole movie is just based on Hulk is going, ripping his leg. Oh.
It's also, this fight takes place in a venue that over the course of the fight is completely demolished. Like everything, the ring is demolished.
But for some reason, all of the extras are in prom dresses.
Yes.
They're just like, whatever you wore to prom, I swear to God, we're on day 40. Yeah. Just fucking wear your prom dress and be here at 5:45.
Pretty in Pink was shooting across the hall. They're just come on over. Just get.
I'm taking you in a direction. This is, by the way, this is my last words on earth. Show up at 5:45.
I would not be surprised if all of this movie was shot like in and around like WWF headquarters in Connecticut.
Oh, of course.
You know what I mean? Like if it was all just like random spaces that they own, because it looks terrible.
Yeah. Did anyone else notice that Joan Severance is reading a book in the montage where Randy's getting rehabilitated? She's sitting in the hospital room when he first flutters his eyes open, and I believe she's sort of covering it, but I believe the book title is Men Who Can Love. Did anyone else see it?
I so hope that's true. And it's just a list of men's names.
It's definitely a self-help book. It's not
like
a novel.
Steve Johansson.
Peter Wagner. Michael Richards. Michael Richards Kramer from Seinfeld.
Apparently a really funny thing that happened was to promote this movie, they decided to bring Tiny Lister into the WWF, but he was never a wrestler and not very good. And he only did 3 matches, and then they just said, no, you can't fight anymore. Because Zeus was very upset because, spoiler alert, he loses at the end of this movie.
No,
he does not
Paul, he dies.
Oh, no.
He's alive.
Kurt Fuller dies, I think.
That was a casual murder?
By the way, that's the other great thing.
dead.
So he kills Zeus, it seems like, throws him through the stage. Everybody's pretty excited about that. Because this whole movie's like a lynching, as far as I can tell. Then, everyone, women, children, Kurt Fuller's in the booth. He's ripped up the fucking reel-to-reel that broadcasts television.
Yes.
And the wires explode, and like the Hulkster throws a chair through the window, and everything explodes. Kurt Fuller like is electrocuted violently to a huge crowd of children and women. They watch an adult man burned alive by electricity.
Their reaction must be one of horror, right?
Nope. Hulkster turns around and goes. He shoots.
Why do we care?
Hey, remember how we all just watched that adult man burned alive by electricity? What happened was it cooks our system, which is basically electrical.
But what I love about it too is like it's just a cheat because they can't make Hulk kill a good guy. Like I feel like he couldn't do it. Like,
no, but he kills him.
Oh, he kills him.
No, that man is straight up dead at the end of this movie.
By the way, so is Zeus.
I don't know what Zeus is.
Zeus is fucking dead.
Dead.
He throws him 30 feet into a fucking hole in the ground.
And he doesn't move. There's no shot of Zeus like twitching. He is dead.
Zeus is fucking dead.
You guys want to take a guess on how much money this movie cost to make?
Yes.
Yeah.
$4 million.
Anything?
What did you say, 4?
I said 4.
Let's say like 7.
25.
It was $8 million. On opening weekend, it made $5 million. Came in number 2 to Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade.
Wow.
And total gross, $16 million. So it was
Great news.
Wow,
Great
way
news.
better than many of mine. I've got 15 under that.
That's not bad.
That's
and the
not
log
bad.
line was no ring, no ref, no rules. However, there are refs.
Not true.
Yeah.
There's every one of those things in every battle. But okay.
All of those things.
Yeah.
I want to run out to the audience. There are no real Amazon 5-star reviews. They're all snarky. So I'd rather go to you guys and get from you guys some questions while we have a little bit. Let's say the house lights up. What are your questions about No Holds Barred? Oh my gosh, we have somebody that has something. Oh my gosh, we got baby onesies over here. This is amazing. Look at this. Oh, this is hilarious. This is how'd this get made, baby onesie? And then Jason, give me your baby onesie. These are amazing. Thank you guys so much. Our baby will wear Jason Manzuka special at all points. All right, I went down the wrong side. Thank you guys so much. All right, here we go. Okay, your question. I'm going to go to you right here. Your name and your question.
My name is Marianne, and my question is, at the restaurant scene, there's this whole interaction between the waitress
The
and
waitress and Rip.
And it's like she's this really broad, black, sassy woman stereotype, and she's like telling the woman Samantha, whatever, oh, you better keep him. He's a keeper. If I wasn't married, I'd get on that again or something. And like, it's just the weirdest interaction. It's probably because...
No, Rip totally fucked that waitress.
Yeah.
100%.
And I think, you know,
They
we're
fucked
still,
for days.
There's a question about why the point of that trip.
All right, this
He
is
wanted to see
yes.
his ex-girlfriend.
all right.
There's a total aid.
This is amazing. We have a question that has a very big. It's a lot. This is like a school project going here. Okay.
It's like a chart. It's like a flow chart.
Okay, here we go. Explain your flow chart. What's your name and what's your flow chart?
I feel like Ferrigno's
My
up
name's
here.
Kyle, and I want to be the first visual presenter for a question.
Great. This is good for the audio medium of podcasting.
In keeping with your theme. So Rocky in Rocky 3 fights Thunder Lips, who is essentially Hulk Hogan, who is Rip. And it comes to a draw.
Let's pick this up a little bit.
Okay, Rocky then fights Drago, and Rocky ends the Cold War that way. If Rip can beat Tiny Lister, and Ice Cube can beat Tiny Lister, can Ice Cube then end the Cold War, or more importantly, end the crisis in Crimea?
It's amazing. It was a very well thought out thesis.
By the way, it's also provably
Can I just
true.
show that
Yes.
up? We'll just. Can someone just unravel that as
the
I
president follows me on Twitter. Let's pitch this.
Everyone can take a look at that. All right, let's see. What's your question?
Can you guys talk about the scene when... Oh, it's Jesse, hi. Can you guys talk about the scene when he first meets Sam and while she's pitching ideas...
Sorry, one more time. I missed it. There was a big laugh in the middle of your thing.
Sorry. When he first meets Sam and she's pitching all these things to him,
Why don't you do this? What about more of this? What if my tour dates are lined up more with my...
He has the craziest fuck me eyes. And he starts biting his thumb, and he's going crazy. And she's just talking about whatever. And that's all the scene is.
But then, this is the weird thing about this scene, because he's staring at her very lustfully for a while. But then, when she gets really close to him, he just stares off at the table. Like, it's so weird.
Like, I'm going to fuck you. I'm shy.
And then... And then she says, dinner tonight, dressy. Ask me about my charity.
Here we go. Come here. Your name, your wrestling name, and your question. Here we go.
My name is Kara. My wrestling name would be Margaret Thrasher. And there's a point I think that is vital to make, that Randy is played by Mark Pellegrino in this movie, who grows up to be Jacob from Lost.
Oh, wow.
Good point. I noticed that too, yeah.
So important. But I also had a question about the banging of Hulk and Joan Severance. Do we think that they actually filmed a sex scene that was so terrible it had to be cut from the movie, and that's why they go automatically to like the making out like they've always done?
I feel like it has to be so clean, right?
I think the Hulkster was like, it's a family affair.
Yeah.
Well,
as much as I would love to be 4.5 inches into you.
Shouldn't eat that
Due to
sushi.
all of some
Semi-hard.
Due to a combination of a strange cocktail that's pulsing through my body right now. I'm not sure if you can see my heartbeat through my penis, but you can.
I am curious about Rip's sleeping habits, because in that scene, it seems like she's been asleep for a while.
And he does push-ups at the rate of 1,000 a minute.
Oh, yeah.
But also,
1,000 a minute.
It's a little rude to be doing that in a shared bed, right? We all agree to that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, very rude. Very rude.
Your feet could also be on the desk, Rip. Or any chair, anything.
All right, your question, your name, your wrestler name. Here you go.
My name is Danielle. My wrestling name will be Hell on Wheels. And okay, so when
That's a roller derby name.
Zeus beats up. Essentially puts his brother in a coma. Like, why don't they call
Traction.
Like, why isn't Zeus being arrested for that?
Well, I guess as long as you're around Zeus, you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
Everyone has proven if you get within arm's reach, he will hurt you, face plant you, or break your back. Obviously, we had an opinion about this movie, but now it is time for a second opinion.
Second opinions from top to bottom. Crazy movies are fun.
They're not your first, but they're gonna be a second.
From the depths of Amazon they come. Second opinions for everyone. Second opinions.
These are 5-star reviews on Amazon. And now, like I said, I think a lot of them are facetious, but these are the least facetious or the best facetious I could find. This one is, what's that smell? This Hulk Hogan classic tells the... This Hulk Hogan classic tells the story of Jesus Christ's fight against the Romans in a modern-day battle. Instead of the battlefield taking place in the days of old, our hero is getting crucified. The battle is in a bar, and Hulk gets Zeusified. The creator may have rested on the 7th day, but on the 8th day, he made no holds barred. 5 stars.
By the way, what if Zeus is Zeus? Have we talked about
actually would be. I would actually. That whole movie would
come
open up.
down from Mount Olympus.
Yes, and Athena bursts out of his forehead.
This is a good one, and this is the one that I think could be real. I found the relationship between Rip and Joan Severance. I love that Joan Severance.
She has no
Rip
name.
and Joan Severance.
She has no name. Lady, person who called her Sam.
To be morally satisfying. They are separated by a sheet when they share a hotel room, and they provide an uplifting example for proper premarital behavior.
Especially in panty size.
The moral choices Rip faces mirrors our own struggles. The ending will leave you cheering, if not weeping, at the heroism of Hulk Hogan. I initially hated the use of violence to drive home the moral message of good triumphing over corporate evil, but since this is a wrestling, and the violence in the movie is a good example of why wrestling is not fake, it fits into the story.
What?
It fits into the story as long as you can explain to your children that Rip was only using violence to beat the bad guys because they backed him into a corner and he had no other choice. Unless it's for God or country, that kind of violence should not be tried by anyone. Wow. I recommend this movie for kids and parents alike. You will be entertained and uplifted.
Especially when Kurt Fuller gets electrocuted in front of your eyes.
Is there anything that you guys that we missed that we can hit on in these last minutes here? Gary?
What?
June, talk more about sports for kids. Because what happens is there's 2 children Greco-Roman wrestling in a field.
I'm gonna wager that Sports for Kids serves inner city kids, or
it seemed pretty rural.
It actually did seem pretty rural. It was
but it's like fresh air fun. They take the inner city kids out.
Let's take children out to a cornfield and make them wrestle against each other. Today, you would go to prison for 50 years.
Now, can I just pitch one version of this?
You would never be free again. You took these children to a field and then they wrestled each other in swimsuits?
And then they're picked up by their instructor, one in each arm. The thing about this that I'll just say to keep in our head, Hulk is at the height of his career. He probably does have a charity for kids. Why not just use the actual name and charity, because getting that word out there about that charity.
Why not use his name?
Brother, that's a kettle of fish.
This is the weird thing about him not using his name, too, is if he's trying to... You would think they would want to promote this idea that the wrestling is real. So if they called him Hulk Hogan and we were able to see him actually fighting these matches, we might buy into that a bit more.
Absolutely.
100%.
So why...
And it would be a big commercial for wrestling.
Guys, I just had a thought. Vince McMahon, or not Vince McMahon, but Jesse Body is in this, and who the other guy?
Mean Gene.
Mean Gene. Is this a world in which Hulk Hogan exists and is not as popular as Rip?
Wow. Oh, we're starting to peel the onion.
Yeah.
We're peeling the onion now.
Shit.
So Rip may be like, Rip is like where Hulk wants to go.
That's
achieve.
interesting. I wonder
Think about it.
Here's
Think
the
about
other
it
thing.
and write the prequel.
Is it possible that this movie came out when Hulk Hogan, the character, was a bad guy? Because there was a period in wrestling when Hulk Hogan was
very
a bad
early
guy.
on. Very early, yes.
Oh, that was early? Oh,
well,
okay, then
early in the
forget it.
career. You always come out like that, and then you...
Because I was thinking, maybe people wouldn't have wanted that. If he was a bad guy, they wouldn't have wanted to see Hulk Hogan as the hero. I don't know.
No. He was always the hero. Eat your vitamins, kiss your mother, Hulk Hogan.
I know, but there was a period where he went through being a bad guy, too.
All right. That's
right?
Hollywood
There's
Hulk
got to
Hogan.
be a wrestling nerd here, right? Speak up. Tell me.
Yeah.
Too many of you. Shut up now.
We heard it was later.
Well, later on, he's like, any rape I see, I'm going to stop with a motorcycle.
This movie was amazing. Thank you guys all for being here.
Everybody watch it.
Definitely watch, right? Definitely watch this movie.
100% watch this movie.
Watch it again and again. Tom, you have a child. Would you show this to your child?
Not in 100 million years.
That was No Holds Barred. What an amazing show. Give it up for Tom Lennon. And a big thanks to Earwolf for all the help that they give us for this show. And all of our interns. For the longest time, I've been giving thanks to Avril Haley. That person does not exist. It's actually Avril Haley. I've mispronounced her name so long. I am so sorry to you. But she pulls all of our clips. Thank you to her. Thank you to Nate Kiley, who does all of our research. Thank you to Leanna Waldron, who does all of our amazing designs on our Facebook page. And Katie Dyer, who runs our social media presence. And, of course, Cody Scully, who was the engineer for that night live at Largo. Thank you guys all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.